What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the card table, where today we're doing yet another Gear Chronicle deck video because True Clan is back. I have to play like every Gear Chronicle deck ever. That doesn't matter. So today we're actually going to be looking at my premium build, my current idea for that, and this is the deck I'm going to be taking with me to the Chicago Regionals. So follow up in the next few days probably to see how our team did. And let's go ahead and get started. This is a kind of unique build. Takes a little bit from the Jet ZTB that people are still trying and does a little with the bondage that I've been coming up with. So let's go ahead and get started with this data. Chrono Johnzy. Old school boy, new school old school boy. It's like the last good start for the deck. Basically, I was playing around with this and TikTok Worker for a while. TikTok Worker is great. You get your free time leap attack, which is good against early game aggression. If you're playing against Geese or something, get no attack in there. But ultimately, I think just the tutoring this card does is so freaking good. While the deck is roughly half ZTB, I've counted out, so you're not always going to hit your right target. Virtually all your strides in the deck are ZTB, so you will always get his go at some point in time. Just wouldn't that be first turn. That said, fantastic card. Check your top 5 every time you ride to grab a grade 1 or 3, and then you just re-add them back from buying them. Good. It's good. I like it. Run to main deck, of course. Start with our grade 3s. Got 4 of my boy Jet Z. I need to get 2 more SPs because I'm not good enough to be max ready yet. 1 Sheep Boy. And 3 of our Force Gift for this deck, the Eskrod Dragon. Over them from top to bottom, I guess. So Eskrod, I kind of mentioned in my standard video, link below if you guys haven't read that yet. But essentially, his skill is kind of last one, bind 1 of your rear guards, bomb deck 1 of the rear guards, and draw a card. So CB1's bind a card and draw a card. Not bad. There could be better. Lost Legends, he looks freaking awesome, does virtually nothing for this deck. Unless you really just want to counter blast 2 to draw a card whenever you ride a Crimson on top of them. That said, the Force Gift is useful here. One of the big things with with premium is that people are using the new triggers in old decks, so the plus 10 power versus the old 5k powers of the good triggers. And Force Gift kind of nullifies that, because then you have 1 more free attack on top of that. In addition, once again, Geese, having that 30k buff, plus 10 to whatever you do, just right here, lose a 23, you need like almost nothing to hit the Geese from that. So that's first when you run that. Sheep Boy. Staple, I like it as one of anything ZTB. Essentially, you kind of blast, bind it, find a card from drop zone, draw a card. It's not generation restricted, so you can use early game to filter. And this deck is going to do a lot of mind control, so it's super helpful to have something like this for setup. Finally, do I really need to describe Jet? If you guys follow me for any point in time, you should know what Jets do. But, bind stride from drop zone. When you stride, you get bind a card to superior call a card. It's good. Best version of Jet. I freaking love it. I need 2 more SPs. Jet is the OG avatar. That's all I'm gonna say about him. Moving on to grade 2s. That's a horrible description of the best card in the game. So we got 3 Dragon Boys. 4 Dragon Boys. I'm sorry, grade 3 total is 8. I should probably do that. But these guys, then we got a couple standard cards. So we got 4 Snake Boys and 2 Dragon Boys rounded up. So that makes a total of 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13 grade 2s, which is a little steep, but it does work out that way. Once again, top to bottom, we'll go from new cards first. On call or ride, kind of blast, not kind of blast. Just bind a card from hand, draw a card. Great filtering ability. He's also a 13k attacker for no reason, so I shouldn't have to say anything about that. Hits numbers. Great card. I only had room to fit 2 in, but I can see you running a 30 if you find room for it. Snake Boy, Nabu. Once again, if you guys saw my previous video, you'll know that I freaking love this card. It's stupid. Gives you guard restrict, which sometimes matters, sometimes doesn't, but more importantly, lets you bind a card to help set up with your bind control, and it refills it by giving you a soul back, which is great because that's a resource and let you draw a card. Super trade. Honestly, like, if you see any of these cards early game, these 2, you just play them. You play them, you go off them, even if you get like nothing off the effect, you're still filtering, you're still drawing cards, it helps you get your pieces out, so Super awesome engine. Standard gave us like 2 great grade 2s. First we got some old friends and some Zodiac Dragons. Chose to go with 4 Cruising Boys and 3 Lego Party Dragon. Excuse me. I'll choose them. But Cruising Dragon Combat 1, check top 3, added Zodiac to hand. Like I said before, about half your cards in the deck are Zodiac, so you should be able to hit something. Ideally, you actually want to grab a trigger, which may seem weird, but the criticals do let you countercharge, which help against things like guys that start you of damage. And yeah, the heal triggers give you access to G-Guards, which lets you turn into your win condition, so why would you not grab a trigger? You could always grab them back from my zone and show them something. I'll show you in a little bit. And of course, Mill Party is my attacker of choice. It's a 10k base, which is great, leaving this kid as really the only grade 2 that right that doesn't hit those force numbers. And yeah, with his skill, you could essentially just find him to grab a grade 3 and grade 1 from the line zone and call it. Gives you an extra attack, helps with all this stuff, other super stuff. Super awesome dragon. Of course, Lego Dragon is supported by Lego Dragon Jr. Started grade 1s off with 3 Lego boys. And then we get 1 Wolf and my retarded bind engine, which I will explain in a second. 2 of these and 2 of these. Alright, so we get started. I guess Lego Dragons. He's essentially a Stride Fighter for deck. Well, it's not traditional discards plus 2 grade like all the good Stride Fighters are. He counts as a grade 3 in deck and drops him. This is awesome. It's amazing. Draft searches him for no reason. Use him as Stride Fighter from your drop zone with Jesse's effects. What else can you do with him? It's just it's a stupid. It's a good card. It's balanced and it's fair and it's a Lego. That's all I'm gonna say about him. So we run 3 of that. Only 3 because we should be Stride for free pretty often off of Jet's effects, so you don't really need Stride Fighter that much. Lichima. So there's another Steam attack in there. Essentially, if you guys don't know, because she's a really low time lead card, after she boosts the Vanguard attack, you just pay the cost, which is, I believe, discard 1 by 1. Yeah, discard 1, so less 1. Then time lead permanent grade 2. Gives you another attack. Probably put that in the force marker if you have it. And then phase 2 comes back, and if you feel like it, you can lost to draw a card. Lets you shuffle, lets you time lead, gives you an extra attack. Really good solid tech 1, but I can see you run some else if you don't move for it. Finally, my cycle engine. The stars of the deck, I'm gonna say. So we got this kid. Got 2 standard girls. And I got 2 Snake Boy Juniors. I think the Snake Boy. I think he decided snakes. He's got snakes in his background. Yeah, Snake Boy Junior. So Snake Boy Junior and Quickie are essentially the same thing, where on call you could take cards from the bottom of your deck, put them back into the deck, so it helps you cycle resources out. It will help you do a different thing, like that helps you essentially manage your counter charge. This lets you draw a card by soul blasting. Both the same card, that's why I do 2 and 2. Also, he's a Zodiac, so once again hitting target Zodiac numbers. Final card. He has a long name. Steam Boy. So, his effect lets you counterblast 1, take 2 cards from your bind zone, shuffle them back to the deck, and if you took 2, you can draw a card and soul charge 1. Remember how I said earlier that like you want to actually search your triggers out, so you combine them and use them for effects? Guess what he do? Let's put those 2 creates back in the deck and draw a card. Seems good. Let's put that good stride that I just bound out to draw a card. Seems good. Also gives you soul. Seems good. Amazing card. It was never in for him before because the deck was super specific. Now you can run it. And I freaking love it. MVP, everyone should run like 5 copies and make it your buddy. Finally, trigger that before we get to the G zone. Got 4 heals, 4 crits, another 4 crits, and some draw triggers. Listen to my table move. Alright, so perfect draws, crit, straightforward. She doesn't get perfect draws in here because it does give you more room for your Space Grade 1 decks. That's pretty much all there is to that. It's also 10k shield, which is super useful. 10k power ups, same with this, but those are just standard crits. That's really the only standard triggers I could fit because I think these two cards are absolutely essential, even if you're not playing ZTB. These are basically triggers I told you to search for with the Cruising Boy. Hedgehog looks countercharge 1 by binding it, freaking awesome. Gives you infinite resources, great and stuff like these that keeps you at 1. So you can just keep on using the effects. And the hamster is of course your classic. Bind him to get either a countercharge or soul charge back. Resource management, awesome. You lose it on the 10k shield from the new trigger, but oh, I just gave it to G-Guard anyways. And you will use it to G-Guard. You don't care about the shield, you will use it to G-Guard. Use it to G-Guard. So that's it for the main deck. Let's go over the G-Zone real quick. It's a little bit easier to go through. Starting off with my first turn strides. I say that plural because there are multiple first turn strides depending on the situation. Alright, so Metapulsar, Big Sword Dragon. He's really cool now that we actually have a more bind-centric deck. Essentially, he just lets you power up huge numbers. He can countercharge if you have a certain number of cards in bind zone. And in addition, you could stride him not just by normal striding, but also by just binding the Zodiac from hand. Or a Gear Colossus, but in this case, Zodiac. Super awesome. Does help you flip, so you can still flip a Peggy Boy. And yeah, just resource management gets huge for first turn swing. Not like super setup like some our strides are, but he does get you there, and he helps you out if you can't stride normally. Great card. Can't wait to see him foil from the Revival Collection thing. Peggy Boy. Let's just go to these two right here. So they're basically the same card. So, Pegasus you would activate if you need to set up a board. And this you would activate if you have a board and you just want to get multiple attacks off. Pretty much the only difference. I would go into this against Geese more often since you just want to deal them damage, you don't care about the triggers. My philosophy on Geese is basically, as long as you have at least one turn set up on them, you're fine because they have no defensive triggers. No triggers, no defense, so you just keep on swinging, pretend like you're maxed deck. That said, these do power up your board, which helps you hit numbers against new formats, and this helps you power up board on the turn you play it. So both kind of cool. Like I said, it's situational on which one you want to stride, but you do optimally want this on your face-up to give you power-ups. And finally, why this is literally a trial card from like the first Zodiac deck. All I'm going to say about it. So after you attack, kind of last 1, take one of those lovely cards we didn't bind the whole game. You can either add to your hand or just call it to the field for another attack. Pretty neat. Gives resources. There's that. Now we get into the cool boy strides everyone cares about. Round 2, Gear next. Who is, of course, your restander for a deck. Like I said, he just requires a Gear Dragon Heart, not a Chronojet Heart. So you can still use him on your Force Boy if you're really on him. Kinda cool. Helps you stack the deck and all fun stuff. We have 1 Dust. I don't know why. You literally never go into this card. I think I just have him in the deck because I have one. That's all I'm going to say about it. And my spicy attack is, of course, not 1, but 2 Heritage. This is going to be basically your win con is just going to 1 Heritage. And between your first turn stride and hitting multiple G-Guards, you should be able to get their second turn stride. It depends really how many kills you have in hand, but like I said, you should theoretically be able to get their second turn. Those of you guys who don't know what he does, end phase, flip down 4 of his Zodiac cards, and he gets you another return. Super cool. You normally only get 1 off, but if you do manage to like long game, you might actually make it the second. It's kind of in here because there's no room for anything else, and you might as well, but you sometimes do. Not often, but sometimes do. Finally writing off, we've got lovely ladies, also known as G-Guards. 3 Bird Girl, 1 OG Lulu, and 1 new Lulu. Go with Lulu's first. OG Lulu's super old school card, you may not know her, but basically her skill, you tuck 2 cards from the bottom of your deck, including a trigger. Neat, stack those heals. New Lulu, she's your generation flipper. So you flip up a G-Guard, And she gives you +5 shield for every card in your stride zone. Every card. Huge full shield. Won't even that often because you shouldn't get that long, but it's there if you get it. And of course, to start the show, excuse me, is our lovely bird girl. I'm pretty sure she's a bird girl. She's like an angel. It's Robo Mercy. But yeah, Zodiac Time Beast, which is the most important part, because then you could just, use her for your lovely resand turns. But essentially, she just uses your power for cards in your mind zone. That's all you need to know about it. So you just get huge shield for cards in your mind zone, and you mind a lot of this deck. It's good. Thumbs up emoji. So anyways, that's a real quick overview. Say quick as a 16-minute video. Let me let us know below what you guys think about it. Like I said, I will be taking this to Chicago for Team League. I'll see how it does there. I've been doing a lot of testing locally, but sadly most of my locals run like 1 or 2 decks, so I haven't had much practice against anything that's not Easel or some of the many Geese variants. That said, I'm excited. Like I said, more of a homebrew deck, less net deck and stuff, because we don't know what to do with this Gears of Premium. So like, comment, subscribe as always. Thumbs up for our boy Jet, our Lord and Savior. Let him come back to Santa at some point in time. And until next time, this is me signing out. As always, embrace the infinites.